I'm a person whose head and whose heart are oftentimes at odds with each other because my head likes to be over analytical and just think everything through to a fault, and my heart's just like a rebellious teenager like, Mom, I just want to go out and have a good time. Why are you holding me back? And it's hard to choose between the two because both my head and my heart are working for Team Connor. They're all on the same team. They all want what's best for me. All of them. We know so little about how existence and being alive actually works, but humans like to think that they do. So we like to put things in boxes, like you have a right choice, a wrong choice, you have big, you have small. We like binaries so much as people, and this definitely translates to making choices about things. If you make a decision and you don't think it through enough, a lot of times bad things might happen because you didn't think it through, right? That's how that works. But on the other hand, if you make a decision and think about it too much and don't take into account how you feel about the thinking that you're doing, that could be bad for you too. Because if you lean too far to one, you're gonna neglect the other. And both of them are very important because, like I said, they're all on Team You. They're all working for the best you possible. In the past, I've been like, I'm an emotional creature. I just want to frolic through fields and make decisions based on how I feel, which is something that has done well for me in the past, but it's also done very poorly for me in the past. Sometimes I'm good impulsive, other times I'm bad impulsive, and that's me just listening to my heart and forgetting that my head is a pretty good head, right? And I think things through, and sometimes I do it pretty well. Ideally, you don't have to choose between your head and your heart, but that's ideally. Not everything is ideal. Sometimes you're in a situation where you have to choose between the safe option and then the option that feels best for you. For example, if you're choosing a career path or really any other major life path, you can take the safe option, the one that's gonna make you the most money or the one that's gonna be the most reasonable for your life, or you could choose the one that you're gonna feel like you're gonna be yourself the most, the one that's gonna make you the happiest right now. And at this point, it's really up to you, and that's why I always make the recommendation of the pro-con list. If you're faced with a decision and you don't know which one to do, make a list. What's good about each? What's bad about each? How can I benefit from this situation? How can I benefit from possible consequences of each decision? I have made some major life choices recently in the past couple years, and I've pretty much sided on Team Heart. I have been following my heart and what I feel, because in the past I've overthought things to the point of inaction where I haven't even made a choice whatsoever, and so I decided to say, you know what? I want to be happy right now. I want to do things that I love, because I made the list, I made the pro-con list, and I figured out for me, I want to do something that I'm happy with, because when I'm not happy, I don't do anything. But obviously, this is different for every single person. It's a totally individual experience that you got to figure out for yourself. But that's what life is. That's what making decisions is. It's analyzing the situation, it's thinking about it, but it's also feeling through a situation. At the end of the day, I do think it is important that you do what you feel is best for you, because it is your life. And you really shouldn't let other people dictate what you do. I'm not saying not to listen to other people when they have advice about various choices in your life, because it is important to listen to people when they have information, especially like parents or other role models, things like that, because they're older than you more often than not, and they know stuff, they've been through stuff, so their information is valid. But if you do disagree with that information, if you do see a situation, you say, I really feel this is the right decision for me, go for it and commit to it. And that is really important, that if you do make a decision, that you commit to it. Life's too short to not commit to stuff, to just float around and think about the various what ifs of your life. You gotta commit to stuff. That doesn't mean to not adapt and change your mind, but when you do something, give it your all. Because really, what else can you do? In my life, I've made a decision to pursue something that I love very, very much, and I'm committed 100% wholeheartedly to that cause, despite all the crap, all the consequences of that decision. But right now, I'm committed to it. This might change down the road. Who really knows? No one really knows. It's the future. It's kind of how the future works. But if I do have to change my plans, I'm gonna commit 100% to that new plan, and whatever happens, because like I said, life is too short not to commit to stuff. Because relative to the rest of the universe, we all get like a speck of a speck of a speck of a speck of a speck continuing on forever of the slice of existence. And I think because of that, you know, you get your own speck. You might as well make it the sparkliest speck in the entire sea. So that's my advice. Whatever choice you make in whatever situation that you're in, commit to that choice. Give it your all, give 100%, and if you're not feeling it, change your mind and give the other option 100%. Just give it your all, man. Because I see a lot of people kind of coasting through life. And what's the point of living if you're just coasting, if you're not giving it your all? That's pretty much all I gotta say about that. As always, I'm Connor Manning. You've just become a little more awesome, and I will see you guys on Monday. So I hope you all are having a magical day wherever and whenever you are. because magical days are better than the non-magical ones. And if your day isn't magical, try and make it magical, right? Try and add a little magic to your day. Because every day could use a little bit more magic, is what I say.